Alright guys, it's Combat Saturday. Today's video we're looking at the Dragonback. Okay, this is a technique from Xingyiquan, but also it's used in Bagua, it can be used in Wing Chun, it can be used in anything, actually. It's a way to supercharge all your strikes, okay? So the Dragonback, what it is that it's a movement, before I show you how to do it, it's a movement which helps to make the back, upper back and lower back more supple, and allows you to put that kind of whipping-like, dragon-like energy into your strikes, okay? So the basic exercise we do here is I bring my hands backwards as my hips come forward, and then I will kind of concave my chest. So from the side, it's like this. Okay, it's very important, however, to not do this. A lot of people end up leaning forward, okay? You don't want to lean forward. You always want to be balanced, okay? The rule of thumb is that you don't want to ever let your head go past your knee or your foot here. If I'm leaning like this, that's way too far. I want to be weight predominantly on the back foot, okay? Sometimes the weight can shift a little bit depending on what you're doing, but it's still not going to go too far at that, okay? All right, so you do this dragon's back here, so bring the hands back and whip it out, okay? Now also, keep those elbows in tight, all right? You don't want to have them flaring out like this, because that will, energy leaks out that way, okay? So that's not what you want. You want to in tight here, and whew. Okay, you want to also maintain the same height, okay? Okay, so that's the exercise. Okay, so don't be frustrated if it takes a while to get that. It's a little awkward, a little strange, and when you first do it, it might, you might have a hard time understanding it. You might be asking yourself why you're doing this, okay? But once you understand that, it will allow you to supercharge all your strikes, like I said. All right. Now, some people misunderstand this. Okay, I was speaking to, not going to mention any names, but he is a fairly well-known Wing Chun Sifu, and he didn't understand what I was doing, because he said in Wing Chun we don't like to use a lot of wasted movements and things. Okay, now so the thing about it is that it's not going to be that big a movement in a real situation. Okay, this is for training. Remember, like I said before, how you have to train big and fight small. You need to go through the full range of motion before you can shorten it up, okay? Before you can take shortcuts and things and make them tighter and smaller, okay? So you need to train big and fight small, okay? So that same movement, yes, I'm doing all this stuff here, but later on I can just move a little bit, and even though I'm only moving a few inches, I can still generate that kind of whipping, shocking power into my opponent. Remember something too, is that when you're talking about striking, and especially this kind of strike, don't think about being like a battering ram, where you're pushing somebody away. Okay, think more about like stabbing someone or shooting someone. Okay, like a blade or a bullet going into someone. All right. Right, and that's the feeling you want when you're doing these strikes, okay? It's a different mentality, okay? Don't push, but you want to pierce, okay? Penetrate somehow and disrupt the guy's body, because I tell you, if you get someone with that kind of whipping, shocking energy, his whole nervous system, is all messed up. He's, and that's the thing. If you ever watch, you look at old fights with, Mike Tyson, whatever, and you watch him punching guys, okay, you see that their bodies don't go flying away, but a head shakes around, and then they fall, right? But that's basically it, right? He's not pushing them, he's punching them, okay? It's a difference, all right? Big difference, okay? So, that drill we did, right? You can apply it with any strike, okay? But for training, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a step through. Now, you can either step in the same lead, or you can also step through. Okay, stepping through is probably better because that way you're training both sides. I mean, you can stay the same lead as well, but you just need to remember to do left and right. If you step through, you just change all the time without thinking about it. And that's good training too, because you can't choose what side your opponent will come at you on, right? It would be nice if you could, but you can't, okay? All right, so we're gonna step through here, okay? Bring it in, so I'm reeling it in and out. So as I'm reeling it in, my hips come forward and then I concave the chest. You can see my hands, they shake a little bit because that's the energy being released, okay? Let's do it again, okay? So reel it in, hands come up, my hands are palm up actually, so then I can get advantage of that rotation, okay? There's a lot of energies happening here. There is a bit of drilling energy, there's a bit of whipping energy, there's some shocking energy, and there's piercing energy. It's all there. Remember the personalities, right? Here, so here, here. Okay, and that's the thing. So, you know, like I said, you know, you can apply that to any strike. Okay, these ones work particularly well because you get that snapping with the palms. Palms are really good. You get that kind of snapping energy. Okay, you go boom, right? It's really, you know, palm strikes are very, very effective. I know it have a what was it now? What's his name? Oh, come on, I can't believe it. Oh, Bas Rutten. Okay, yeah. He used to do these pancrase fights, and it was bare knuckle. So you couldn't punch, but you could palm strike. And man, you know, you can kick and things too. And you know, he was like killing guys with that. Okay, so never underestimate the power of palm strikes. Okay, they're very effective. Okay, and it's also safer for your hand in a street fight because you don't have a risk of injuring your knuckles. Okay, not to say punches aren't good; they are good. Okay, but palms are good too. All right, use them all. Okay, so there you go. That's the drill. So remember, once again, a recap here. Okay, stationary first. Get the hips forward. So you have this vertical axis here, and you're not leaning forward or backward. I'm staying on the axis. I'm moving along the axis, but the axis itself is not moving. It's still straight. I'm moving along it. See, so bring the hands back. Then I can step with it. And there's that exploding energy too. Exploding personality. See, when you bring it in, I compress the body. And boom, compress. Boom. There you go. And there is the Dragonback. Okay? So, anyways, that's it for the video. It's a beautiful weekend. So, at least here it is. Okay, so enjoy the weekend. And any questions, as always, let me know. The online course is coming along really well. I am more than halfway, well, probably about 70% actually filming the videos for it. So it's really coming along. I'm making some great progress on it. Okay, so anyways, unfortunately the last videos are going to be the hardest ones to film and to cover, but I'm working on it. Okay, so all the stuff for people who bought the book and need to see a visual reference and things and something to follow along with and drills and things, that's what you're going to get here. Okay, so that's it. Talk to you guys soon.